Hi, welcome back to the back deck. So today's unboxing is to give somebody an idea of what they might expect if they order a certain product from Classic Firearms, assuming it's still in stock by the time I publish this video. That's one thing about Classic, is sometimes they've got a lot of something and it doesn't sell quickly and it's available for a while, which I like. Other times it sells out in about 1.5 seconds, which I don't like. Regardless, I've purchased things from Classic Firearms over the years, and I haven't been too disappointed with the service or delivery times. I've had a few hiccups where I kind of thought it took a little bit too long, or where they kind of showed the best product as opposed to the average product. And I've heard people complain about Classic Firearms with regard to the condition the products come in. I've paid for the hand select, and I've not paid for the hand select, and in my experience, it isn't worth the extra $30 I think it is for the hand select, because it's the best out of 10. It's not the best out of the box or the best out of the shipment. And I've actually talked to Ben myself, and he's kind of a rude jerk. So make your own decisions about Classic Firearms. I'll continue to make purchases from them as long as they've got the right product for what I consider the right price. So let's go ahead and let's open up this box. Now, full disclosure, I picked this up from my FFL yesterday, and he did not have it in the box. He had thrown the box out the night before. But while I was there filling out my 4473, UPS dropped off a Marlin rifle, so he simply just repurposed that box so that I could legally transport the item home in my trunk, and that's what I've got right now. So let's get the buck knife. Let's go ahead and simply cut the tape here. And there you can see, that's what I got. So I decided to reshoot the ending of this video. Originally, I just didn't take enough time to prepare, and I was kind of up against the schedule. Now I've got plenty of free time and some preparation. So let me go into a little bit more detail about the rifle. So first off, I did not do a hand select from Classic Firearms on this rifle, where they picked the best out of 10. In my experience, the hand select isn't worth the money. The next thing I like to say is, for what this cost, I think it's a fair value. Altogether, the rifle, tax, shipping is about $300. I threw a couple other things on the order because I was paying shipping anyhow. The items came in to my house on the same day that this rifle arrived at my FFL. I ordered it on a Saturday. I ordered it on the 26th of September, and it showed up on October 2nd. So that's 6 days total, but 4 business days. And I would consider that very fair, especially with everybody whining about how long the shipping times are taking right now. And in my opinion, I think that's just an excuse from some of the vendors. But I digress. As far as the condition of the rifle for $300, it's got some light rust on the rifle, but nothing that I don't think some oil will take care of. And overall, it's in pretty good shape, I think. Now, the stock is etched, MB. There's a kind of a gouge up here. But overall, for the age of the rifle, I'd say it's in pretty good shape. You might go, well, how old is the rifle? Well, if you look here on the right-hand side, I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but this was made in 1917 by Brescia. These were used in World War I and World War II. Now, everything on the rifle seems to work. So I'll go ahead and open the bolt and show it's clear. Here's the safety, which I'm going to have to fire it. There we go. Now, the bolt will not open. Take the safety off. It does take a little bit of pressure to operate that, but it is knurled. I put this brass 6-round end block clip into the magazine. I did cycle it 6 times. It ejected, threw it pretty far, I thought, and the end block clip dropped out of the bottom just the way it's supposed to. So that does work. As far as the sight, the rear sight here, it's got a cutout in the stock. It's just a little push button here. Cut out in the stock, and that's in really good shape. That is your 300 meter battle sight 0. If you flip it back, there's graduations here for long-range shooting, but all the way down is a 450 meter zero. So this is in pretty good shape, I think, as far as that. The bayonet has a push button to move it as well. You push down on this spring-loaded push button, pull back on the bayonet, flip it forward, push back to lock into place. To put it back, push the push button in, pull the bayonet out, flip it back, push it in to lock it in place. And the cutout here is in pretty good shape. The front sling swivel and the rear sling swivel are right here in pretty good shape. Everything on the rifle overall, I'm fairly satisfied with as far as my purchase from Classic Firearms. A little bit of information on these rifles. Like I said, they were used in World War I and World War II. They were used primarily by a cavalry unit, and according to the information I've got, not really so much a horseback cavalry unit, but a bicycle and then later motorcycle cavalry unit known as the Bersaglieri. So these are shorter to, I guess, accommodate the fact that they're mounted. I'm going to go ahead and open the rifle and insert the end block clip. Now, what I noticed, I've only done this once so far, so here's the second time I've ever done it. It is a little bit difficult to push down in here, but not really too much different than the M1 Garand. Now, you're going to have to give it a little, you hear that click, you're going to have to give it a little push to get it in there. And there we go, I've chambered a round. Hung up right here. That may be just be because the brass clip is a little bit old, a little bit worn. See, that one hung up too. May also be the fact that I've got it right here in this mount. And it dropped out as advertised. I kind of wanted to demonstrate that just to show you we're clear. Just to go ahead and show you that it does work and how exactly that works. There's a cutout here. The internal box magazine has a cutout for the end block clip to drop out. So now my next step is to take some of the commercial ammo I have and make up some reloads. I'm still waiting for a set of dies to come back into stock. Make up some reloads and take it out to the range to test it. So for right now, I just wanted to do this video kind of demonstrating what the rifle, what to expect if these are still in stock with Classic Firearms, if you decide to purchase one, what you might end up getting, and that the rifle functions, everything on it functions, and I'm pretty happy to add a Carcano to my collection of milsurps. Thanks for watching.